What up? What's going on? Dude, we're early. We were like 5 seconds early. No one can say I'm late anymore. What's up, Sarah? How are you doing? I'm trying to reach you about your vehicle's extended morning warranty. What's up, Vanessa? I know, I've gotten all your voicemails. It means so much to me that you would put such an effort into getting a hold of me about that. Seriously. Don't know what I'd do without you. What's up, Tracy? Can you give me a shout out? I don't even know what that means. I feel like nobody's asked that in a really long time. I don't know what it means anymore. Like, what do you want me to do? What is it? What does it mean to shout them out? You want me to just say your name? Like, what's up, Shahriar Khan? Love your videos, can't donate? I don't want you to donate. I just want you to hang out. What's up, Gary? Just shout really loud. Why Japan? Kenzie and I, when we're like, when probably even before then. One day when I sell, here's the deal. When I sell Senpai Records or Senpai Tech for $1 billion, whenever that day is, you know, in a couple months, right? We're getting a home in Italy and a home in Japan. That's the dream. Remember me? Can you buy? You're a fake Tyler Gigabit. Tyler Gigabit. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. But sure. I mean, I think you've dropped 2 super chats now. So I guess it makes sense. What do you think about young streamers like Tommy Innit and Tubbo? Dude, I think it's dope that the Gen Z generation learned from my generation's mistakes, right? My generation did things the traditional way that things have always been done that we were told to do, and it didn't work for us, right? Everyone I know, everyone I graduated high school with, at least my whole group of friends, everyone that I was friends with on Facebook that I check like once a year, you know, like they all went to college. They all got degrees. I went to college. I did 5 years of college. We all went to college and got degrees, and none of us can find jobs. At least jobs that made the degree worth it. We're all stuck in student debt. And the younger generation's like, oh, that seems like a stupid idea. I'm going to make it myself. And they're basically doing what I'm doing, but they're starting younger, so they're learning faster. They're getting a head start. They're not putting themselves in serious debt. Brilliant. Dude, young streamers like Tommy Innit and Tubbo, crushing it. The only concern I have is they never had to live on their own poor. They never had to pay rent and say, like, okay, how can I make this $100 work? How can I make this $100 last? You know? An entire month. How can I survive of $100 for a whole month? So I love the fact that they're crushing it. I'm just concerned about the fact that they're young. They're making stupid money they don't know what to do with. And they're just, I mean, let's see. We'll have to see. How many of them end up being like pro NFL players, you know? I guess that was redundant. How many of them end up being like NFL players who become millionaires in a couple years and then file for bankruptcy 2 years later? You know? I don't know. you have a good place I can look into learning options of passive income streams? Want to learn how to get started on that? Yeah. Honestly, a good place to get started is just to understand the concept. And I would highly recommend the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a great book. It's a great book. It's not like here is how you make passive income, but it changes the way you think. It adjusts your mindset a little bit, which is good because I haven't looked that much further into Robert Kiyosaki's like actual lessons and stuff. I've heard there are some holes here and there, which everyone's gonna have. You can't learn everything from one person. You need to learn from as many people as you can. But you know, not everyone's style works for everyone. But still, it's just a good book about adjusting the way you think. It's good. Collab with Thomas in it. Oh, let me just hit him up. Let me just text Thomas. Yo, Thomas. Will you be upgrading to a server? For what in particular? Yeah, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a great book. Great book. But what I was saying is, when I sell Senpai Records or Senpai Tech or Senpai Gaming for $1 billion, right? What kind of home, what our dream, just so you know, for those of you who haven't heard me say this before, a dream is to have a home in Japan and one in Italy, right? Just not like a full-size home, just like a place we can go stay at for like a month. Because the goal, we can go visit, you know. You could always go and like stay in a hotel in Japan or whatever, but like what I want more than anything, I want neighbors. I want neighbors in Japan. I want my friends to have friends in Japan. That's what I want. I want to know people there. The Art of Saying No, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I've heard good things about it. I haven't read those second two. So, dude, yesterday there's this place. You want to hear something ridiculous? Dude, there's this place. We live right next to a gated community. We live on the other side. We live before the gate. This is the barrier, right? This is the barrier. We live before the gate to the gated community, right? Then there's the gate, and it's you go through this gate. We learned the code, by the way. We learned the code 2 days ago. Someone told us the code, so we've been going in there. Working hard on it, dude. Manimus, I look forward to seeing that video. But someone told us the code to this gated community. And dude, we've been in there once before. I call the place Narnia. Because you go through it, and you're not in Provo anymore. So, anyway, we've been through it. This weekend we walked through it twice. Just to walk through it. There are ridiculous homes back there. Just stupid homes back there. No golf course. It's not anything like that. It's just like I would say there's probably 30 to 40 plots of land throughout the whole thing. Just one big circle. That's all it is. Just a circle. 40 might be too much. Probably 30 plots of land. But dude, some of these houses, they're like $4-5 million homes. You guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually mad at you. For what, Scott? I heard it sounded like a lawnmower in the kitchen above me. Huh. But apparently Scott's mad at me, so there's something going on up there. I'm seriously considering selling my car now. Oh, I let Scott. That's the thing. When we drove through Narnia, I let Scott drive the car. I let him drive it around the block a couple times, and he punched it. Oh, maybe it was a blender or like a garbage disposal or something. I don't know. I don't think we have a garbage. We do have a garbage disposal. Stream Beats is on Amazon. COVID. Let me answer this question. So why don't I use the starting and ending screen? Why would I like? I never understood the purpose of a goal unless you're doing a show that has tens of thousands of people waiting for it. I never understood. I think a starting soon screen is the worst thing you can do when you're a smaller streamer. You have all those people that are like hype, that see your notification, hit the button, show up, stream starting in 5 minutes. By the way, Unfiltered, welcome to the True Senpais, man. Thank you. It's probably the sound of being rich. I can't hear it. What was I even saying? Oh, I never understood it. It just, like, I get, like, everyone says, like, there are two answers that I got most of the time. The first says it's for building hype. Just a heads up, whenever I see a starting soon screen, I leave. And I think that's the majority of people. When I tweeted this out, it got 10,000 likes. Like, people, and that's like 10 times the amount of likes I normally get on a tweet. People do not like starting soon screens. People leave. At least a good chunk of them leave. I promise you, unless you're doing a big show with big streamers that people are excited for and waiting for, you're not building hype. You're making people leave. That's all. The other half of the people say, well, it's because I need my room to breathe, or I need to, you know, I can't just go, right? I need to hit this. I like to hit the go live button, take a deep breath and prepare myself, and then get started, right? Take a deep breath, prepare yourself, then hit the go live button. Like, I've never understood that. That answer is an excuse to me. Don't understand it. I can guarantee you are losing people who have the notification button turned on. If you have the starting soon screen turned on. An ending screen, I've considered getting an ending screen for YouTube just because there's no raids. I never had one on Twitch because I liked raiding people. And I liked going directly into the raid. People stayed for the raid. If you have like an ending screen and then you start the raid, your raiders end. And we like to make a big deal about the raid. 9 times out of 10, we picked a small streamer, right? Unless there was a new streamer friend or someone I hadn't raided in a really long time, or someone I'd been talking to on Twitter, like, unless there was a specific reason for me to raid a medium or a big streamer or whatever, or there was someone I'd kind of interacted with that I knew of my existence, and I had a lot of viewers and I wanted to raid someone, say, hey, look, let's talk sometime. Let's collaborate sometime. 9 times out of 10, we went straight into the raid and we raided a small streamer. And I didn't see the point in having an ending soon screen that got people to click away and leave before I did that. Quietly delete starting soon screen. I do not see the value in starting soon screens. They are, like, it's so obvious to me that they do much more harm than good. Make sure you're like, what I would do when I would start on Twitch and when I start here, especially on Twitch, with here, YouTube kind of has a starting soon screen. That's kind of the cool thing. YouTube has a starting soon screen because you schedule, you're going like, people can pop in here before it starts, right? So it kind of exists, but it works much better. Whereas you get the notification when I go live, right? What about ending screens? I just talked about that. It makes sense on YouTube to have an ending screen where there's no raids, right? And I've considered having one. What do you think is the reason YouTube hasn't offered gifted memberships yet? Think it'll be a thing soon? Yeah, I literally spoke with them about that a couple weeks ago, and every time it gets brought up, they're like, we know, we're working on it. It's like, they're working on it, but I don't know why they're so slow about it. Anyway, I don't understand why anyone has, except for large streamers. Why large streamers? And I had a whole discussion about this with Devin Nash. You guys know Devin Nash. Like, oh, what I was saying is, make sure when you go live, the people that show up right away, the people that are the first to click the notification, what is a better way to reward those people than to give them 30 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever, of hanging out with them before anyone else shows up? Like, they get there so early They get to hang out with you one-on-one. Like, that was my favorite thing, is the people who are either there early, right? The people who knew my schedule and would show up early, because before I streamed in a different house than I lived, I was always on time. Now I've been super late lately, but like, I loved going live and having the 3 or 4 people that were there before it started, and the couple people that would hit the notification immediately, right? And would show up, and we just had like a conversation for 30 seconds before all the notifications started flooding in, and there were a bajillion people. It was really cool to hang out with the most devoted fans. I felt like it gave them the recognition they deserved, right? But anyway, I had a conversation with like Sarah. Sarah was a big one. Sarah is an OG. You guys all know Sarah. Sarah Wick. She has not only been around for forever, but she was always there early, and it was always cool to be like, "Yo, what's up, Sarah? How you doing? How was your day?" It was a lot of fun. And you kind of got to know, like, I know a lot of streamers say like, "Hey," like, have you seen those clips where the streamer's like, "Hey, it's important you understand we're not friends." You know, like, this is not like, I don't know any of you. It's you can't expect me to be your friend. I'm an entertainer. You are here to be entertained. And I think there's validity in that very much, especially when you're streaming for 10, 20,000 people. And like, I don't know you personally, but it is cool. This is a live format, right? This is a conversational format. There's a chat room. I am hanging out with you guys. And once it gets above a certain amount of viewers, I can't really change that. But like, it is really cool to be there early and really get to know, or at least recognize names of a handful of your most dedicated fans. But yeah, Devin Nash is a big, he runs a streaming agency, right? He runs a company in the streaming and gaming industry, and he has a lot of statistics on this stuff. And we talked about starting soon screens, and we argued for like 15 minutes until we realized that he was talking about big stream. He mentioned something about like Trainwrecks having an hour-long starting soon screen, and I was like, Devin, I'm not talking about people like Trainwrecks. Trainwrecks is a bigger streamer than Trainwrecks doesn't need to take advice from me. Trainwrecks is massive. I'm talking about the 99%, the small streamers with fewer than what is it? 99% of streamers have like fewer than 15 viewers, fewer than 10 viewers. That's what I'm talking about. And he's, after 15 minutes of arguing, he was like, "Oh yeah, no, absolutely, those guys shouldn't have a starting soon screen." Thank you. Why would I give advice to people who are crushing it? None of my advice is directed towards people, except for maybe camera advice, technical advice, how to set up a microphone, set up a Go XLR, set up cameras. Sure, that stuff can be directed to massive streamers. They don't really need it. They're clearly doing well. My advice is directed towards people who are just starting. Why would I give advice to people who don't need advice? Is it still your goal to grow your live stream? Are you satisfied with where you currently are? It's always going to be my goal to grow everything. Always going to be my goal to grow everything. It's not my top priority. It's kind of one of those things where I feel my stream will grow. Like, streaming is like this. Hold up. Let me see if I can visualize this properly. See what I can do here. Have I missed super chats, by the way? Let me call these out before I get into drawing something. I could really use some motivation right now. Would you be down to saying some motivating words? Some motivating words. I'm not big on motivation. I feel like the best motivation comes from understanding what you're up against. Like, I've never been one for like saying things that are like in cursive on a wall, right? I've always hated like looking at TikToks and someone's like, you just like, you need to bring out the you inside of you. Like, I was like, yeah, I've never been that guy. I have a really hard time with that. And so instead, as I'm trying to keep track, by the way, make sure you hit the like button if you guys are here. Haven't hit the like button yet, that'd be great. I appreciate it. Thank you. We have 360 people in here. Let's get 360 likes. That'd be great. Because we're on YouTube and likes matter. But for me, it's always been, what have I learned from my failures? How can I share that with people to help them not only understand what are good moves to make, how to avoid mistakes, but also how to recognize the way the world is, right? How to recognize the situation. Well, the more you learn about what you're trying to do, the more motivated you're going to get because it feels more attainable, right? Like when motivation fails, discipline gets it done. Yes. But not only just discipline. You can't just be unaware and disciplined, because you'll be disciplined to be doing the wrong thing, right? This is the thing that I posted on TikTok and as a YouTube short yesterday. Like, if you want to be motivated, fail a bajillion times. Fail so much. Like, the problem is people fail once and they're like, oh, I don't ever want to do that again. I failed. I can't do it, right? You fail once and you're done. Then after that point, so it's like this. I'm going to go back to paint. Let's go back to paint. Let's see. This is not going to be a very good bar graph, but we're going to try it. Where's my cursor? Why is the paint cursor invisible? Do you guys even see it on there? It's so small. Okay. Okay. How do we add text? Motivation. No? How do you... Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Dang it. What have I done? How do I undo? Whatever. We're done. This is motivation. How come I can't click on something? How do you move something that you've already put down? No, Control Z. Oh, now it works. First, it was just changing the font color. How do you read? Oh my gosh, I hate Windows. I was hitting Control Z. It was changing the font. Okay. Motivation. How do you rotate it? Can you rotate it in here? This is a nightmare. This isn't going well at all. We're just gonna leave it like this. Number of times failed. All right. So now we pull out a paint. Ah, there we go. Okay. All right. Size. Make it a little thicker. Nope. Let's give it a good old green color. All right. You haven't tried yet. You haven't failed yet, right? So this is going to be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So here's the deal. You've never failed before. Your motivation's all the way up here. It's gonna happen. The only reason it's not at 100%, right? 100%. The only reason it's starting at like 90 is because you fear this one, right? You don't want to fail. Nobody likes to fail. Failure's a nightmare, right? So you start maybe at like 90%, and then you fail once, and it goes, right? That's what happens to most people. This is how it works. This is why most people quit after they fail once. That's how it goes. Rotate is right next to the selection tool. Rotate. That wasn't there. I swear that wasn't there. Doesn't matter. Okay? And then the people who still have some motivation, this group here who are like, no, I can do this. I learned something from this. These are the people that say, I learned something from this failure. I learned what not to do. I'm going to keep trying. And the more times you fail, you recognize that you're learning, and it goes like this. This is how it works. 90% of people quit right here because failing sucks, and we've been brainwashed our entire lives to be told that you shouldn't fail. So 90% of people are like, oh, shoot. Okay, I guess I'm not good at this. I shouldn't do this anymore. The 10% of people who are like, no. This is a learning experience. And the more you fail, the more you learn. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So is that motivation or people on the left? It's motivation. It's kind of it's motivated people. Whatever. It's whatever you want it to be. The graph still works. It's just a metaphor. All right? Stop taking it so seriously. That's how motivation works. All right? And then what I was getting into with all this, right? How do I get a bigger eraser? I don't understand paint. Why is paint so... Why is my eraser so tiny? How do I make a bigger eraser like that? Why? How do I make an even... How come I can't make an eraser bigger than this? Maybe I use the marquee. Where's the marquee tool? Is there a marquee? There's no marquee tool. Select. There it is. Select. We can do it. Oh, gosh. Why does the delete button not delete everything? Oh, my gosh. Okay, there we go. We're just going to cut it. Oh. This Microsoft needs to be so embarrassed about this. Okay. So someone was asking me if I want to grow my Twitch stream. We need to get to this Japanese stuff in a minute here. That was the whole point of this stream, but we've gotten off on so many tangents. That's just the way the stream goes. That's all right. Is someone a Microsoft Paint doctor? Anyone, please. Right? Here's the deal. Here's my stream. Okay? Here's my stream. We're getting better. Oh, we figured that out. See, look, I told you, no rotate tool. When you've got text selected, there is zero rotate tool. That was hardcore gaslighting. Who needs layers? Are there multiple layers? Wait, can I select? Can I do this? This is the worst software. Yeah, we got stream, right? And I could focus on this thing and grow it, right? And I could like just try to make every stream. I could put 100% of my time into the stream and try to be the world's best streamer. But here's the deal, guys. Can I be real with you? Can I be vulnerable with you for a moment? I am not a great streamer. I am maybe, let's just say, I am a slightly above average streamer. Is that fair? I'm even looking at the wrong camera. That's how bad of a streamer. I'm looking at the wrong camera. I am a slightly above average. I stream 3 days a week for an hour and a half. And I don't even understand how to use Microsoft Paint. Like, there are people like, you want to know a good streamer? Ludwig is a good streamer. That's a good streamer. Ludwig is a good streamer. So I could focus on my time. Like, the thing is, I know where my ceiling is. I know where I'm going to be limited. Not only if I want to be the world's best streamer, I have to work so much harder than other people because socializing does not come now. All the social skills that you see now, if you think there are social skills here present, I had to my brain is forgetting words right now. I had to brute force learn these social skills. I had to read books on social skills. When I'm put in a social situation that I've never been in before, my mind goes blank. I have no idea what to do because I've had to use trial and error and put myself in situations for years and figure out what to do and what not to do. Socializing is an equation to me. And I've learned over the course of like 7 years, I guess I posted my first YouTube video in 2006. I've learned over the course of 15 years how to present myself in front of the camera. Ludwig is cringe. Ludwig is phenomenal. And he knows the portions of his stream that are cringe and he rolls with them. That's what makes him, the cringe makes him relatable. And then how he handles the cringe is what makes him so good. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We don't need to argue whether or not you like Ludwig. You don't have to like Ludwig. Not everybody's for everybody. That's okay. So you're introverted? I literally have Asperger's. Very introverted. I don't like being around people. So if I were to try to be a better streamer than someone who's a natural entertainer like Ludwig, I would have to try so hard and I would hate it. I would hate it. So that seems like a waste of time, right? I would have to put 10 times as much effort as he does, and I would most likely still not be that good. Instead, what I can do is I can put a solid 10% into the stream, right? And then I can instead surround the stream with a handful of other things that I am good at. Okay? So for example, let's make this one a little bit smaller. YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for a long time. YouTube feels like more of a creative outlet to me. I enjoy YouTube. I love filmmaking. I love storytelling. I love the process. I love that I can do anything in a YouTube video. Can you please say my names for YouTube montage? Override MC. How are you doing, man? I hear your content is phenomenal. Is that what you wanted? I got you. I got you. So I got YouTube. I got some businesses, right? Streambeats / Senpai Records, right? Where'd my test? Actually, let's do that. Hold on. Say we'll make Streambeats its own thing. That makes sense because this also works with what we're trying to do here. And we got Senpai Rex, right? Senpai Records, and then over here we've got Senpai Tech, right? And here we got, I don't know. You know, hair. I don't care. Whatever. And some of these things connect. Right? These things very much connect. And they all lead back to this. If as I build Streambeats, it builds my reputation. People know who I am. They're interested in the stream. As I work on the YouTube channel is what originally built my stream. I could have put 100% of time into making great streaming content, but I never would have been discovered. And so YouTube helps bring those things in. And also YouTube has brought people over to Streambeats and back the other. There are people who use Streambeats who didn't know who I was before they started using Streambeats, and then they looked into me because of Streambeats, right? As Senpai Tech grows and we build audio products for people who want to use them to better utilize Streambeats, I become a name in the tech industry and create software solutions for streamers and bring people back to my stream. This is the way I want to grow my stream. Is by putting a good 10% over here. Maybe a good... YouTube takes up a lot of time. We'll be realistic. We'll say 25%. I don't like the typing. Let's keep doing it with this. 25%. I don't put a ton of time into Streambeats. Streambeats really runs itself. And Ryan does a fantastic job of managing a lot of that. So I put 5% of my time into Streambeats. Senpai Records is something that I want to start putting way more time into. Let's put a good 20% into Senpai Records. I'm very excited about what we're doing at Senpai Records. Right? Senpai Tech, is on the back burner right now. We got some stuff, some projects we're working on. We're looking for some resources. We're looking for some developers. So right now we'll give it let's give it a 10%. Let's give it a 10% because I think it deserves a little bit more attention. What are we left with here? We got 25%, 50%, 70%. That makes sense. 30% of the rest of the time is on my hair. And let's be honest, the hair is just, the hair is everything, you know. I wouldn't be anywhere without the do. But you get the point. So when you ask, like, do you want to grow your stream? Of course I want to grow my stream. I run an entertainment business. I want to be doing, could you imagine if this entire time I was on this scene, I had a short panic attack right there. Like, I've done that before. I've done a lot of stuff on this scene. Dude, the hair's in my name. Hair's a part of who I am. You're building a Tesseract? Is that what this is? Yes, of course I want to build my stream, but I don't put a ton of effort into it. We're working on being more efficient with it, right? I'm working on turning stream moments into shorts, which is why if you can see over here on this screen, you can see what I've got running in the background. It's 4K capture utility right here, which is capturing this camera, right? This camera right here. It's capturing this camera full resolution outside of OBS. And it's always recording, and I can flashback record, and that's what I use to make my YouTube shorts. That's what I use to make TikToks, things like that. If ever I say anything that I feel like is very relatable and it'll do well in that short form content, I flashback record it, and I have Scott cut it up into a short. Did I make a pentagram? I don't think so. Relax. If any demon's gonna come out of this, it's gonna like be it's not gonna be a demon we have to be afraid of, right? It's gonna have like big old puppy dog eyes and be like, hey, I'm the demon that Satan put on the back end in case someone drew this exact pentagram. I think we're gonna be okay. It's not a big deal. Right? He's never worked out a day in his life. All he wants to do is give me a hug. I think we're okay. So anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I could spend all my time focusing on the stream, or I could spend all my time focusing on things that bring value to people, things that make me unique, right? You could, if you want to be an entrepreneur in an area, if you want to succeed, you can become the best thing in that one area. And that is a solid game plan. There are people who are the best in that area and they are never forgotten. Shroud is one, for example. Back in the heyday, the beginning of Fortnite, that's what blew up Ninja. Not only was he the best at Fortnite at the time, he won a handful of championships, but also he was an incredibly over the top and entertaining streamer. He was the best at one thing in particular. Right? You get people who are the best at one thing. Or you can be better than 80% of people. If you're like me, and I am not the best, literally, my mother's mantra is mediocrity in all things. Mediocrity in all things. Those are the words I live by. If you don't think you're going to be the best at one thing, be better than 80% of the people at a couple things. Right? Because that's when you notice things that nobody else is. Everybody's like, in any industry, in anything someone's trying to do, there are a bajillion people trying to do that one thing. And in order to do that one thing, you have to be the best. Or if you find a combination of three things, for example, tech, record label, and YouTube. How many people do you think have this combination right here? Realistically, how many people do you think are doing this combination of three things? I bet I'm probably the only one, if I'm being real with you. All three of these things, maybe one other. I know a couple people who are doing these two. There are a couple people who have done similar things, whether or not they're making a record label or not. But the point is they're releasing music and they're acting as a record label, and they're also YouTubers. That's a thing. There's probably like 5 other people in this category, maybe. But then you add a tech company into it? Probably just me. So if I can do these things to the point where one of them, or at least they all have some kind of impact on the industry, I'm leading. I'm number one. I'm seeing opportunities, maybe making this tech company. I see opportunities in a record label that nobody else had. Or for example, doing these two, wanting to start a record label while also being a YouTuber / streamer. Like just these three, the combination of these three, wanting to start a record label, being in the music industry, while also streaming and being a YouTuber, I recognized the need for StreamBeats before the DMCA wave hit. I saw there was an opportunity because I did these three things, right? This is becoming a mess. How much can we undo here? There we go. Let's get, there we go. Because I was doing these three things, I saw the need for StreamBeats. So yes, I want to grow my stream. Of course I do. But I'm not going to grow it by putting 100% into it. That would be a nightmare. I would hate it. I wouldn't succeed. I would have to be the best, and I'm just not going to. It's not going to happen. I am a slightly above average streamer. I shouldn't have 350 people watching. I shouldn't have had, last time we did a Twitch stream, I had 1,200 people watching. Shouldn't have had 1,200 people watching. And this is where imposter syndrome comes in, by the way. I can't understand why I have hundreds of people watching me. I don't think they should. But I'm glad you're here. I'm grateful for you. I really am. And I promise you, if I wasn't doing all these other things, I wouldn't. Not a chance. I wouldn't. Jack of all trades, master of none. People always forget the rest of that statement, which is Jack of all trades, master of one. Jack of all trades, master of none. Better than a master of one is how the phrase goes. We always say Jack of all trades, master of none as an insult. Like to someone who never learned to do anything really well. Jack of all trades, master of none. Now the whole phrase is Jack of all trades, master of none, better than a master of one. Curious as to why you think like that? Because I'm 32 years old and I've experimented and failed a lot in my life. And after a lot of exploring and trying, I've learned that this is the optimal route for me. By the way, a lot of what I'm saying isn't opinion. The fact that if I hadn't done all these three things, I never would have noticed this. That's just an objective truth. This isn't my opinion, right? That is why I recognize this. When you dive into when you become better than a lot of people at a couple things, you can see things from a perspective. Like I said, I am probably the only person doing all three of these things. If I can get all three of these things running properly and spend a good amount of time with them, I will have a perspective that literally no one else in the world has. Not a single person. Elon Musk is making cars and he's putting rocket engines in a sports car because he's the only person who runs a car company and a space company. Nobody else can do that because no other car company CEO also runs a space travel company. He's the only one. So of course he's going to be the only one that can put rocket jet boosters inside a Tesla. Anyway, if I were to give you any advice on top of this before this becomes a bad idea, recognize that I focused on this alone first, and then I added this to it, and because that was all the time and money that I had to spend. If I tried to do all of these at once, I would have failed miserably. As I'm like saying this and people are like, I'm going to go start 3 companies. This was doable for me on 0 money and 0 time. Right? When I had another job, technically I had 2 other jobs at the time. The time and money I had left over, I was capable of doing these 2 things. They overlap quite a bit. So make sure you don't overdo your bandwidth. Where in Japan do you want your house? Let me catch up on these super chats and then we'll go into the Japan house because I am behind. Mercy, you've helped me increase the quality of my videos. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. It's amazing you can do all those things at once. Oh, do you have any tips for making videos more efficiently? Yes, as they grow, I've grown my infrastructure. So as the channel started making money, I immediately invested. After I had learned to edit myself, I invest in things that remove the amount of time necessary, because time is my most limiting resource right now. So anything I can do to remove time out of my time out of the equation, I do. YouTube or Streambeats, after Streambeats took off, it was taking all my time and all my thought process, and it was overwhelming me entirely. I hired Ryan to do it full time. Ryan works for me full time. He manages Streambeats. He's also working on producing stuff. Like Ryan's job is Streambeats. And that was one of the best things I ever did. Hiring Sam to edit my videos, one of the best things I ever did. It increased the quality of the videos, and it also allowed me time to focus on the next video a little bit more. As the things succeeded, I was able to replace my time invested with money invested as money started coming in. That's a big difference between I'm not using either of these terms. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not using either of these terms negatively, but the difference between employees and business owners. Employees value money more than anything, because, and it's an important asset. Money's very important. You can't run a business without money. But they put money first, which is why they trade in everything else for money, right? You're going to die one day. We're all going to die one day. We have a finite amount of time in our life, and you are trading in portions of that time for a paycheck, right? Business owners trade money for more time. They'll take, when I hire people, take my money. Here is money. I want your time, because I don't have enough time. Everybody has 24 hours in the day, and 24 hours in the day is not enough for me to get done what I have to get done. So as things grow and it brings in income, the first thing I think about is, how can I invest this additional income into something that'll bring me more time? It's very important. And you can't do that when you don't have a lot of money. I couldn't when I first started. I had to invest my time, but I invested time in something that didn't make me money right away. I invested my time in building something that I thought could make me more money in the future. What's the best way to get in contact with you about Streambeats and advertising it? We've got some big plans coming up. So I don't think we have anything else we can add on to that. I don't think we need anything like that right now. We're doing some big stuff. We're just in the process of it right now. But thank you. I appreciate it. I'll let you know if I ever feel like I need it. Bowler Forever, thank you for the $10 super chat. I'm sorry it took me like 20 minutes. 27 minutes. Oh my, I'm 27 minutes behind on super chats. I'm catching up right now. After 15 years on this platform, I've realized it's good to be small, whether it be live or uploaded content. I'm happy being small and staying small as a creator and streamer. If that's what makes you happy, if you just enjoy creating it and giving it out to a small community that knows who you are, if that's what makes you happy, that's what you should do. Absolutely. Everybody has different goals. There's nothing wrong with that. It just depends. Like your actions should not be based on what other people want. Your actions should be based on what makes you happy. And if that makes you happy, then that's awesome. I'm happy for you, brother. I guess my super chat wasn't too good. I just read it. I'm sorry it took me 27 minutes. I got off on a tangent that I was very interested in. Coffee Beard, do you think vidIQ is worth it? Is worth using to grow on YouTube? I've never actually used it. I would talk with Sam about it. See what the best assets are. I know Sam uses stuff like that. Check him out. Panda X Guy, you've inspired me to recently leave Twitch to stream on YouTube. Very happy I did. So thank you, dude. Congrats, man. And thank you for the super chat. And thank you for being patient with the super chat. It took me 20 minutes to read that, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. You'll notice, I want to give everybody a heads up. You'll notice not a lot changes. If anything, if all you're doing is streaming, I think YouTube is a worse place. If all you're doing is streaming, YouTube is a worse place to go. I like streaming on YouTube because I actually feel like there is potential growth here. I'm excited about upcoming YouTube videos. I feel like I felt like I was maxed out. I felt like I had a ceiling on Twitch because all you can do is stream. And that wasn't the main focus of my content. I like that here I'm making shorts, and sometimes shorts pop off, and sometimes shorts I posted a couple weeks ago hit a spike, and grow. And I get an extra 200-300 subscribers in a day. I love that. That's exciting. Time is the one currency you can't get back. Time is the most valuable currency. Absolutely. Especially as things start to be successful and things start to grow. Like, seriously, find time that you can invest in something that you think will grow. And the first 5 things you think will grow, they won't grow. But you'll learn so much, because you know what else is more important than money? Knowledge. Time and knowledge are vastly more important than money. You can do insane things with time and knowledge if you have no money. You can do crazy stuff. Tai Lopez for the win? Oh, please no. But did I just like quote a Tai Lopez thing? He says a lot of knowledge stuff. Isn't he the guy who's like, I read a book every day? That guy doesn't read a book every day. Look at all these books. I read one every day. No, you don't. Is that his thing, knowledge? I've never watched like a full Tai Lopez thing. We got 3 brand new True Senpais. Nexus Live, Jeff Slays, and S the Ace. Thank you guys. I appreciate the new memberships. JJ the Tubster. I want to say thank you for all the value you've provided me over the years. By the way, thank you for the super chat. It's a Canadian dollars. You've given me a solid foundation and made the leap to quitting my accounting job to pursue my passion. Oh, dang. Good luck with that, man. Good luck. I hope it works out for you. Crush it. Do your best. Be okay with failures. Learn from them. You know what matters to me more than this Lamborghini? Knowledge. Is that what he said? Jeez. Man, I can't believe I quoted Tai Lopez on accident. Well, you should all unsubscribe. You should all leave, because apparently I'm just a knockoff Tai Lopez. What does it mean to be a true senpai? It's a level of membership. So it's like the tier 2. We added, on Twitch, you have 5 sub memberships, right? You have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and sometimes tier 0.5. But the first one is, you get the $5, the $10, and the $25. We decided, I decided $5. I want the $5 one to be there because a lot of people want to support. And so I put that there, but I made our first tier membership 99 cents because I think that's awesome. And I've been very open about how much money things make me. I'm not concerned about my live streams making me money. I want this to be a place where I can connect with you, answer questions, hang out, get ideas. Have you guys share with me things you'd love to see videos on, answer your questions. That's the whole reason I stream. And so just there's nothing that Twitch can live streaming income can do. StreamBeats does very well. It does very well for me. I'm very grateful for the money that brings in. I don't want to take any more of your money. So we make the cheapest one 99 cents because it's awesome. Oh yeah, the Lambo guy. Just wanted to stop and say congrats on the baby girl coming in November. Dude, thank you. Wife and I are expecting November as well. Gender reveal to come. Dude, Chef Stone. Congratulations. Dude, I'm so excited to be a girl dad. You guys want to see? We got to look up. This whole stream was supposed to be looking at homes in Japan. We haven't even done that yet. Where do you even find? Like, I've looked up. Dude, have you guys ever tried to look up real estate in Japan? Is that just a thing that I do? These websites are. Hold on. Find homes in Japan. These websites are usually so bad. Let's see. This one actually looks kind of nice. Nationwide, all cities. Buy apartment. Okay, where do I find advanced search? I want to find an actual home, houses. Okay. All right, let's see what we can find. Right now we're just looking through all of Japan. I want to see what we find first. I do want to look near. Oh my gosh, these are so expensive. We do want to look near Mount Fuji. Kenji and I stayed in onsen, which is like a hot springs resort, for one night near Mount Fuji, and it was the most beautiful place. There was this giant rural area, but there were big cities nearby. How would you go about hiring a YouTube editor? I can definitely afford it. Yeah, so I hired three different people. Technically, one guy twice, so 2 different people, but 3 different periods of people that I hired and then fired after one video because they weren't trying very hard. I lucked out finding Sam. I don't know the proper way to find an editor. I found Sam because he's a member of my community, and he ended up being like the most talented editor on Twitch. All right. Is this the site with teeny tiny little pictures? What is this? Why are these pictures so small? You can blow them up. There's still just as many pixels though. Guys, this is why did they cut off part of the floor plan? This is $1.2 million. Hold on, how many square feet? How many square feet is 165 square meters? How many square feet is 165 square meters? Okay, so you basically multiply by 10. So 1,700 square feet for $1.2 million. Their houses, there have houses with onsens building. Let's find another one. Let's find another one. You know they're selling houses for $500 in Japan right now, right? Have you guys seen that? Okay, this one makes a little more sense. This is built this year. Still $750,000. It's in Osaka. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Jeff Slays, thank you for the $50 super chat. Can't begin to tell you the impact you've had on my stream results, my content. About to start the partner push as well as considering going full time on Twitch at 33 with the family. Whew. Be responsible, man. But I'm excited for you. Good luck with everything. And I'm not a new senpai. You ended my tier 3. I know you're not new. It just says new on there. This actually looks like a very modern home. I love the tatami mats that we got here. But what does it look like from the outside? What does this place look like? Is this the camera? Is this a right angle? Or is this a very pointy place? I feel like it's a super wide. I feel like it's a super wide angle lens. This is actually a right angle. Did you say 67K? No. 670K. This is a really nice home. You got a lot of high ceilings. Where is this place? Hold on. Where is this place? Okay, this area? What are we looking at here? Okay. All right. It's a little bit past Kyoto. I wasn't sure where Osaka was. I couldn't remember. So what? It's probably like a... Dude, that's probably going to be like a 5-hour train from Tokyo. See, this is where we want to look right here. Like Yamanashi area. Just moving to Texas? No, dude, I love Utah. We want to stay in Utah. We were looking at these homes. I told you guys we were looking at these homes in Narnia over here, right next to our house in the gated community. And these are like $4 or $5 million homes, but they would cost $25 million in California. Like, I love being in Utah. It's clean, it's friendly, it's nice, and it's cheap. You a big gamer pro? Always a big gamer pro. See if we can find one. We want a map? What do we need to look at? What do I need to look at to find the right place here? Like, what is this? Why is there only one right there? I don't even know how to find a place in Japan. Hold on. House in Yamanashi Prefecture. We should look on VRBO. I just want to see how expensive these things are. Let's grab a week in October. What are we looking at here? What are the places like in this area? House. Not north. Snow sucks. Yeah, I don't plan on going all the way up to Hokkaido. We want to live like a train's drive away. That's the thing. Is like Yamanashi has urban, it has rural. It's right next to Mount Fuji, which is gorgeous, and it's an hour train ride away from Tokyo. That is a win all around. Okay, these are where they all are right here. Seriously, 92 a night? Let's find a big one. What's a big one in this area look like? What is like the fanciest? VRBO is like an international Airbnb, by the way. I want to see what the top places are in this place. Like if we went all out. 5 rooms. Well, this one was more expensive. What's this one? 2 bedrooms. Let's go to the one with 5 bedrooms. What's this one look like? What are we looking at here? Bedrooms are a little small. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is it the dining room? I thought I heard someone behind me. This place is gorgeous. I want to see what it looks like from the outside. Sort from prices high to low. All right. Where's sort? Sort. Is it filter? Well, let's just bring the minimum. Let's bring the minimum up to $400. Let's filter out all the garbage, you know? We don't need any of that garbage. Nightly price. Let's bring it up to 500. We already found a 400. Let's find a 500. What do we got? Oh, see, that really brings it down. That's what we needed to do. That was the play. You guys, who of you wants to go to Japan with me and stay in one of these places? We're talking 8 people. Sleeps 10 people. I mean, 2 people per bed. 3 bedrooms, 13 rooms, 4 bedrooms. I think the 4 bedrooms is the most rooms. Where was that one? This one. Only 500 a night. My wife and I will come with you? Perfect. Is it just is it just me, or does anyone else think that Mount Fuji looks a little bit like a pimple? Just a little bit. All right, who's calling this room? Call your rooms now. This is one. Dude, I love how deep. Dude, I want a Japanese bathtub. Just like deep, and it takes up. I hate the stupid round bathtubs that cut off the corners. No, go all the way to the edges, all the way around, and then all the way up. That's the way a bathtub should be. All right, we got 4 people in this room. We're maxing this thing out, by the way. 4 people in this bedroom. Oh my gosh. I like how they had like a bunch of like crappy photos, and then they have this one like gorgeous shot. Like they can't decide if they want to shoot them on their phone or if they want to shoot it on like a nice DSLR. All right, here's room number 3. Dude, the tatami mat rooms, the tatami mats and like the style door. Would anyone judge me if like, you know, Kenzie and I move into a new home and we do one room like this? Did you guys really judge me for that? I feel like in order to do this, you have to actually live in Japan. That's what we'll do. We'll put a room like this in Japan. You can't do a room like this in Utah. It's just obsessive. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But you can't do it. No judgment from me and the wife. I'd judge you if you didn't. Oh, all right, well then I have to now. Oh, it's right by one of the bedrooms? How's the floor plan of this thing look? Oh my gosh. Dude, this is unbelievable. This little outdoor area with this view. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. But is there a better one? That was the 4-bedroom. What about this thing? Hot springs source, Japanese garden and hot spring. How much was this one? 620 a night, 2,100 square foot, sleeps 13. Okay, we might do this one. I'm gonna be honest. This might be the play. Okay, so here's the plan, guys. Kenzie and I need to go and stay at this place with 11 of you guys. And we're going to use this as our hub for a month while we go and look for places to buy. Deal? Here we go. Here we go. This is what we've been wanting. Okay, so here's the onsen out here. That's the hot springs. Is that what, like, how did that work? That doesn't look outdoors. I'm very confused. I'm trying to figure out the layout of this house. But I think that was it. I think it's like an indoor little hot springs. Yeah, it's okay because that's a wall there. Okay, so we got an indoor little hot springs area in here. The powder room. Stairs to the 2nd floor. All right, who's coming here? If you don't book that place, I will. Let's book it together. Okay, so a lot of you guys. So these will be the cheap rooms, okay? So if anyone wants to sleep in this more packed room here. Wait, how many floors are there? Oh, just kidding. They're all like that. This is why it does seats 13. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Guys, I think we can get 15 in here. Is there not like one master? I guess we can make this one a master. All right, Kenzie and I are staying in this room. This is our room. The rest of you are being packed in like sardines. In fact, we're going to move this bed into this room, into this little corner here. Or maybe out on the patio. Who wants to sleep on the garden terrace? A sky terrace? Wait, there's the 2nd floor. I'm trying to figure out how this goes. Because you got stairs there. But those aren't the same size as the stairs here. I think the entrance hall is the atrium. So these stairs come from here. And we're over this area is what it is. This powder room is over this powder. Okay, all right, we're figuring it out. You got an extra little kitchen down there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is that atrium right here, right? The entrance hall. Okay, maybe we can find a happy medium of what I do with my room, and we do something like this, right? Where you're not sitting on the floor, your feet still go down, but you're still sitting on the floor. I know the 2 pages are a different scale. We got that all figured out. Don't you worry. I want a table like this. I seriously want a table like this. That's so cool. Right by an open window out to a garden. Oh my gosh. Will they just let me buy this house? I want to know how much a house like this costs. How do we find a house like this? With a hot springs in it. How do we do that? In Hakone. So this is Hakone. You're already moving out of your new house? No. We love our house. We love it. Absolutely not. You think they'll have 2 Wi-Fi outlets? What are Wi-Fi? You mean, what's a Wi-Fi outlet? The biggest pain would be everyone trying to get their own vlogging space. Yeah. One day, man. One day, man. Let's find one more. Let's find the best one. What's going to be the best one? What is the most expensive one on here? We got 715, 758. Is 758 the most expensive one in the area? Oh. Okay, so this one, so we were looking up here. Mount Fuji's right here. Down here, we have one that's 1,100 a night. I think we have a winner. Hold up. It only sleeps 8. So we're only taking high rollers with us. Do you pay for our stank? No. Okay, so we got a little garden in the middle of the house. Got a chill space and a green? Is this like a fake driving range? With a little like kiddie pool? Is that a kiddie pool? So much of this just seems unpractical. By the way, I want one of these. I want one of these in my stream room to put like Mountain Dews and Red Bulls and also healthy drinks in, or maybe just healthy drinks. Protein. Let's just say protein shakes. Because if I say Red Bull, Kenzie, someone will clip it and send it to Kenzie. So it's not for Red Bull. It is. It's a fake driving range. Too bad golf sucks. Yeah, virtual driving range. Can you answer my super chat? Did I miss one? Yeah, I was a little bit behind. I'm gonna start streaming. Sorry, EVGA XR1 vid. How did it hold up after all these months? EVGA XR1. Which one is the XR1? Oh, is that the capture card? What's the EVGA XR1? EVGA XR1. Oh, I wasn't a fan. It's not terrible. I just don't think it makes any sense. They talk about having 1440p pass through, but it doesn't. You can pass through. It only works if it turns off the capture card. So you can only capture 1080p. You can't even play in 1440p and capture in 1080p. When you turn on the capture card, it brings the resolution of your screen down to 1080p. No, it's not good. It's not good. I don't like it at all. I didn't like that one at all. It made zero sense. I was hoping Scott was in there when I said that. Hold on. Let's keep looking at this place. I want to see if this is the place. They keep showing. I know there's a virtual driving range. I get it. Nobody wants that. How about this? How about Scott? How about you come and you pay double because you're going to be the only one using that virtual driving range? Golf is a top tier sport. Golf is a sport.
This is golf slander.
Oh my gosh.
This is slander.
Okay.
I'm not paying double. I'll come, but I'm not paying double for that.
Okay, then I'm unplugging it.
That's messed up. Wow. Chat, how many people
Scared
play
the
golf?
crap out of me.
How many
Oh my-
people play golf? I'm actually legitimately curious.
Huh.
I know I scared you. That was
I need to
the
get a
point.
streaming PC in my house.
How many people play golf? If nobody says yes, I'm gonna be real.
Everyone say, if you say yes, I'm banning you.
That's rigged. That's rigged.
All right, hold on. I gotta ban some people.
Really quick, the guy should be getting here like anytime. I was gonna text you.
Okay,
but,
I'm almost done.
Now is when he should be showing up. So.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like, looks like no one here plays golf. Can I send you a thumbnail sample? Yeah, you tweeted at me. I used some fan-made thumbnails for a bit, and I always credited you guys in the description if I did that. If you want to send them to me, sure. Anyway, guys, we've got a little bit of a bug problem here. They've started crawling in this summer through the door. Right after Scott, they actually did it last summer, but it's like 10 times worse this summer. We don't know what's going on, but yeah, so we got an exterminator coming, so I got to run. I also got to finish shooting the video for tomorrow, which I think you guys are gonna really like. But guys, when's the last time you played ice hockey? I never played ice hockey. I played inline hockey. We didn't have ice hockey at my high school. We only had inline hockey. That's a nicer way, a fancier way of saying roller hockey, but it was still hockey. Watch out, they run off scare tactics with their sales approach. You talking about Japan or are you talking about exterminators? Either way, guys, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the new memberships. Welcome, you guys. I've watched your 6 Harmony short like 25 times now. It's so good. Dude, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have an awesome one. I will be on YouTube on the Alpha Gaming channel. Video posting tomorrow, followed by stream on Wednesday. So I'll see you tomorrow and Wednesday, along with probably a good handful of shorts. So anyway, guys, have an awesome day. See you tomorrow. Peace.